Welcome back to another college edition of Breaking Bats. Today I'm joined by Will Weiman out of Goldey Beacom University. Will, how you doing?
Great. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you. Thank you for taking the time to join us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first off, how's the season been going for you guys? Where are you at?
Yeah, we're doing pretty good so far. We're ranked 23rd right now in the country, 36 and 13 we are right now. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Solid season. Just one of the best so far in school history. So really can't complain.
Sorry,
Yeah,
did you say 36 and 13?
or 26 and 13. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
it's a
about to
lot of
say
games. It's a lot of games.
that's a
26
crazy
and
amount of games.
13. Yep.
I was about to say it's a crazy amount of games.
Yeah.
Okay. So I guess let's kind of jump back a little bit and start at the beginning. So can you kind of tell me about your recruiting process and kind of how you ended up at GBC?
Yeah, so for me, it was kind of unique. I was a guy, not to brag or anything, but I had a lot of offers, D1, D2.
Mhm.
So yeah, kind of like spread out everywhere. And for me, it was always D1 or bust in high school. Then I got to my senior year, and it was just I kind of wanted to go to a place that was best for me and my family, and
Mhm.
like I really preached on like great coaches and a great this is a great school in general. So I ended up picking Goldie. Um, a terrific decision on my part. Wouldn't change it for sure. But yeah, it was a really long, stressful process for about 3 years. From playing on high ranked teams in the summer and being on a really good high school team, it was just making the decision at the end of the day was just, so just amazing. And going to the school was really good decision. So yeah.
So you said you were kind of comparing some D1 and D2 offers. What kind
Mhm.
of influenced that decision to end up going D2?
So for me, like I've been on a lot of teams where we've won. I've been on some teams where we've lost a lot, and losing's not fun, especially in baseball.
Oh yeah.
And I had lower D1 offers, and as a team, they weren't successful. And I know if I went there, yeah, I would be a D1 baseball player, but I wouldn't be happy because I hate losing. So going the
Yeah.
gold, you win a lot. So I made that sacrifice of going D2. So yeah.
I guess aside from that, really, I mean, obviously you want to play on a winning team, so I can
Mhm.
totally understand that decision there. What else kind of stood out about it? What like maybe the coaching staff or the school itself?
Yeah, so my school was our eighth year of the baseball team, eighth year program here. So yeah, it's kind of a new team, and seeing that how much success that this school's had in a span of like 7 years is truly remarkable. And I just kind of wanted to plant myself into a program where I can, for the next bolts, I can, be a leader for them. Because in high school, is the same way our high school coach came in about 4 years before I did. And I really think I made an impact, and I wanted to do the same thing in college. So just that was kind of the deciding factor.
Yeah, I feel that. I think that was one of the big things that like I was talking about when in my college career was kind of
Mm-hmm.
leaving the program better than when we came in.
Yeah.
I went to a small D3 in Connecticut called Wesleyan University, and so
Mm-hmm.
we were kind of just everything was big focus of me was like taking these little intricacies or things that we do as a team that weren't as good and kind of building that so that when we get to the future and then I can leave it in a better program,
Mm-hmm.
the program better than when I came in there.
100%.
So I
Yeah.
guess, what kind of things have you guys been doing? And what have you noticed that's been changing since you've been there?
Um, it's a lot like my high school. It's a lot laid back, and
Mhm.
it's kind of like sink or swim almost. Like it's your fault if you like don't go to lifts or be late to practice. It's like I said, it's really laid back, and yeah, it's like for some people it doesn't really work, but for most people it does. Being here and being on your own, I feel like at first it's kind of a hard thing to get used to, but we're all adults and you have to learn how to be successful by yourself. But the coaches do a great job helping us whenever we need to and being really good resources for us. So yeah.
Does that kind of like I guess relaxed, laid back atmosphere? Does that come from Coach Riley, right?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say, I would say it's relaxed, but don't take that lightly. It's like that because we have the right to, because we don't take advantage of our coach and being laid back and fooling around. Like when it comes to practice and games, we're locked in, focused. But yeah, I mean, Coach Riley, he's when he first started the program, he was really strict. A lot of running, a lot of all this. But now, as he's gone through the process of being a head coach, he's realized that he's not just our coach, he's our friend. And yeah, he's done a really good job, and he's been through the ups and downs, and this is what's worked. And he's still to this day trying to figure out what really works. And I think he's doing a great job right now, for sure.
Got it. So it's kind of like you guys have earned that a little bit more freedom from the coaching staff and a little bit more relaxed by just like having a good program and winning games.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
What other kind of coaches see? So it sounds like he's becoming more of a player's coach, but what other stuff does he believe in, like maybe philosophy wise?
I mean, nothing too crazy. I mean, they get, like I said, it's really laid back, and they just focus on the little things. We like today we had it's called Bolt BP. It's live BP. So like guys are always running the bases every practice, trying to get live reps. So just like trying to make practices like game like as possible. We were on the mound today, the pitchers taking PFPs and stuff. So just like he really just tries to focus on the little things, like base running and commanding. And like a big thing with our school is like he wants you to throw strikes. It doesn't really matter how hard you throw. Just throwing strikes is what matters, and that's what gets you in the game. So that's really what he believes in.
Yeah, I mean, that's the name of the game right there. Can't be walking guys.
Yeah.
We had that always an issue for me at college with guys walking people, and it's just catching out pitchers. I never say anything about it, but
yeah, I do a little bit too. So
yeah. I guess going to that, how's your season going? I guess personally, like how have you been playing this year?
Yeah, it's a lot better than last year. It's pretty solid. It's not where I want to be. I'm relieving right now, but it's a lot better than it was last year. I'm still progressing. I feel like every time I go out there and trying to just fill the strike zone. That's what I've been doing a lot of lately, especially. So just, I mean, the stats I wouldn't say show how good I am, but I think personally the coaches see it. Like I definitely am a lot better. So I'm happy where I'm at right now. But yeah.
What kind of, I guess you said you're better than last year. What were the big improvements? What things kind of led to you making those jumps?
Yeah, it's a big thing. Last year was walking guys. That was really the whole thing. Is I had a hard time controlling the strike zone. This year, just really focusing on every pitch and catch play too. I feel like it was on a catch play. I've just been really focusing on just throwing to a target and not overcomplicating things and just not trying to blow by everybody and just fill it up. And that's just been like the whole mentality all year, is just fill the strike zone. So I feel like I've done a lot better job. So yeah.
Got you. Do you guys so you guys also kind of use any like big technology, like maybe like a Rapsodo or any of that kind of stuff with your program?
Yeah, it's funny because I compare our school to a JUCO. We're just like really old school. We had a Rapsodo, but nothing really crazy. But like in our bullpens, we always use a Rapsodo, and then live before the season starts to use it. Yeah, I mean, I like it personally just to see like my metrics and the spin I'm getting, and just I feel like it's really good feedback. So whenever I get a chance to use it, I always use it. So that's a big help for sure.
Yeah, I feel like guys are either like really pro and like love all the numbers and instant feedback and all that stuff, and then there's some guys who are just like, or coaches even, who are completely against it and don't want any of that stuff at all.
Yeah.
My college coach, we had a meeting. I think this was my freshman year. We were trying to convince him to get one of those. And he was just like, "Why do I need Rapsodo? I can see spin rate and do all this stuff." And then he put a piece of laminate paper over the over the screen of the video we were watching, and he was like drawing on it for all the like release point and stuff. And we're like, "Coach, listen, it's a little different with the Rapsodo, but
yeah,
if that works for you, it works for you." So I think he finally caved this year since I left, and now they're having a great year. So
yeah, that's how it works.
yeah, exactly.
We interrupt this episode to bring you a word from the official sponsor of Not For Long Media and the Breaking Bats podcast, the original Fudge Kitchen. It is a staple of the Jersey Shore with 6 locations in Cape May, Wildwood, North Wildwood, Stone Harbor, and Ocean City. The original Fudge Kitchen makes all of their fudge in-store guaranteeing a delicious product, so stop by and let them know that Not For Long Media and Breaking Bats sent you. Check them out online at fudgekitchens.com as they are shipping fudge and sweet treats all across the country. Now back to the episode.
So also, I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit about your conference. I know it's probably our listeners probably a little bit less familiar with the D2 lifestyle. So kind of who do you guys play and where do you guys, how much do you guys travel?
Yeah, so we play in the CAC, the CACC. Most of the teams are PA, Jersey, Connecticut, New York. I would say it's not a really tough conference. I mean, it's still not an easy conference, but yeah, we're first in the conference. And I think Wilmington, that's our rival. That's like 10 minutes from our school, Wilmington. They play Jefferson. They're really good. They're on our side. They're from Philly. And then Post, they're on the north side. So they're in Connecticut, and we play them every year up there. And it's tough driving 5-6 hours to Connecticut twice a year, 3 times a year, actually. So, but yeah, that's where the furthest we go is Connecticut, and mostly like Jersey and New York is pretty much, yeah. So
You said you make that drive 3 times a year?
Yeah, because we play Post is in Connecticut, and then Bridgeport is in also Connecticut, and then the conference tournament's at Post. So we drive there 3 times a year, which is not fun. 5-6 hours.
I thought you were saying you go up there. So you're saying you're going up there 3 times to play them each time? I'm like, that would be crazy.
No.
You guys have any fun traditions then to pass the time on the bus?
So it's funny. So we start off the year in Cary, North Carolina, and the freshmen have to do karaoke.
Classic.
I had to do that last year. That was pretty fun, but that's about really it. I mean, we're all like really good friends, so we just talk the entire time, and just time passes pretty easily. So it's not too bad.
What was your karaoke song?
It was a High School Musical song. I forget. It was so bad. Yeah, I didn't really know the song. I just started singing, and I'm like messing up the words, and everyone had a good laugh for it though, so it was pretty funny.
I feel like with those things, it's all about energy and effort. You know, like if you go up there and then just like don't make a fool of yourself, but who cares? You always have a lot of fun with it. But
yeah, I tried.
Did you get to choose that song, or did they choose it for you?
They choose it for me. It was supposed to be a duet with me and my roommate, and I just took the solo and just did it myself.
You just wore it.
Yeah, just gotta get over with.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we maybe get a video of that and then mix it along with the pod.
Maybe.
Okay, so you also talked about, you said Wilmington was your biggest rival, right?
Yeah,
So how were those games? There's anything, I know rivalry games in college always get crazy. So was there any cool stories coming out of those?
I mean, they talk a lot of trash for sure. I mean, we're literally 10 minutes away from each other, so it's like it gets really chippy, and it doesn't matter how each team is each year. It's always a competitive series. Last year we lost 2 out of 3, but I mean, yeah, they're really good, and so are we. So it's really competitive, and we hate them, they hate us, and yeah, that's about it.
Classic college rivalry.
Yeah.
All right. So then also, can you kind of walk us through like your typical day in the life of a GBC baseball player?
Yeah. So right now, we've had a lot of games. Like we had like 8 games, like 5 days last week. So I haven't had. Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, we had a bunch of rainouts, but so recently it's like today it was woke up, I had lift at 11. Then I had class at 12:15. I had accounting at 12:15. That was rough. Then I had practice at 2, or I got there at 2. Practice starts at 2:45. Got my early work in, and practice ends at 5. Yes, and then after that, I just chill out, try to get as much rest as I can, especially because we have two more days till our next game. So just trying to just like get as much rest as I can, try to get recovery in for the arm, go to the trainer if I need to. But I mean, yeah, it's pretty simple. But last week it was really hectic with going on the bus and having games almost every day. So yeah,
I mean, 8 games in 5 days. You're playing a couple double headers in there too. Then
it was a lot for sure, but it was fun though.
you guys must be scrapping the bottom of the barrel for pitching at the end too.
Yeah, last Sunday we were. It was getting rough, but we ended up winning, so it was good though.
That's nice. That's all you can ask for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, this has been great. Before we get out of here, I'm going to hit you with a couple quick hitters. I just want you to give me the fastest answer that comes to your mind.
Okay.
So, ice bath or sauna?
Ice bath.
Ooh, first one to say that.
Really?
What's your favorite college moment?
Oh God, that's a good question. Oh my God. I think this regionals last year was really awesome.
Yeah. Well, what was going on in the regionals?
I mean, just a lot of competitive baseball. Just a bunch of really good teams playing at each other. Lemoyne, they were in our region, and now they're a D1 school. So that was pretty cool. We beat them 3 times last year. So just the whole regional last year was just awesome, honestly.
Yeah, it's a cool experience.
Yeah.
Okay. Go-to pregame meal.
Oh my goodness. If we're hitting up Wawa before the game, it's this is a great question. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm definitely getting a hoagie for sure. So ham, American cheese, lettuce, tomato ranch. That's the go-to.
That's the go-to?
Yeah.
Well, on the same vein, what's the pregame playlist? What are you bumping to get ready to go?
I'm a big country guy right now, just trying to be relaxed. I used to listen to a lot of rap before the games, but now I think I've gotten older, just country, just a lot of Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, all that stuff.
Classics. So will one of those be your walkout song too?
Dirt on My Boots by John Party. It's my walkout. Yeah.
I'm not a country guy, so I'm not familiar with the song, but I'm sure if you played it, I would have heard it on the loudspeaker sometime.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Yeah. Okay. Plyos, yay or nay?
100% for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Change up, circle, split, or straight?
I actually just started throwing a split like 2 weeks ago, so splitter.
Nice. Wilson, Rawlings, Mizuno, etc.
Wilson until the day I die. 100%.
Wrong answer, man. I'm a Rawlings man myself.
I respect it.
All right. Favorite superstition of yours or a teammate now or in the past?
Ooh. Some of my friends, if they pitch really well, they'll wear the same underwear the next time they go out and pitch. It's a little weird, but that's
hopefully
they'll watch
okay.
They'll watch it.
Because I've heard some gross ones with guys not watching them, but
that's disgusting.
Yeah. Okay. So I know you're a pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
What's your best memory as a hitter lifetime?
I feel like just like my whole senior year. I had a really good senior year. I hit really well. Yeah, I mean, just the whole playoffs in my senior year, I hit really well. Really just that, just knowing like it's the last like couple of games of your hitting career, just taking that in was like really cool.
You ever sneak any ABs during inter-squad?
It's funny, last year in the fall, like 4 guys got hurt on we were playing the Fall World Series. That's what we call it. I mean, it's 2 teams, and like 4 guys got hurt, and like they had nobody else. So like, Will, you want an AB? I was like, of course. And I struck out in like 4 pitches.
Oh man. I hope you were taking big hacks at least.
Yeah, well, today so whenever we throw a shutout, we get pitcher's BP.
Oh, yep.
And then so we had it today, but last time we took it, I had a bomb. So that was really cool. Over the fences.
That's a great moment right there. I love pitcher BP.
It's so fun.
Okay. And then last question here. Who's your favorite player to emulate, to mimic, or whose film do you watch when you're struggling a little bit?
my favorite player to emulate. Oh man.
Yeah, like if you're struggling, you want to see some guy in the big
Yeah.
leagues. So you're like, I like the way he throws his slider or split.
That's a good question. I always love Justin Verlander because the fact that he's like the 7th inning of his outing and he's still chucking 100. I always love watching him pitch and just. I mean, there's a bunch of guys. Like I always love Kershaw's curveball. I mean, it's absolutely disgusting.
Best one there is, yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I picked up my splitter grip from Kevin Gausman, so I mean, that's just amazing. Just watching him throw that. So, I mean, all three of those guys I like to watch.
Yeah, those are 3 pretty good names.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen, Will, this has been amazing. Thank you so much for the time. I mean, best of luck this year. We'll be following you guys closely, and I hope you guys get back to regionals this year and keep it going.
Sir, I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.